All right, guys, the Utah Jazz get a dominant victory against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Hanson James with the SLC Dunk postgame show. This was a wire-to-wire victory. The Clippers did not have the lead at any point in this game. It was a dominant performance by multiple players. It started off with Ricky Rubio, who continued his hot streak. He was just hitting everything. Again, he's become such a threat, and it's a shame that he got hurt. Let's hope that that hamstring tweak doesn't do much to his game. Hopefully he can just rest and get better. But the Jazz, once Ricky Rubio was out, they didn't miss a beat. They just grew that lead, and part of it, well, it was a lot of different players. There's a lot of things to talk about. But first thing, I don't know how the Clippers are going to make it in the playoffs. They have to win out, and then they need some help. This was a devastating loss for the Clippers, and this was a game the Jazz had to win. And what was nice about this game is the Jazz came out to win. They didn't look lackadaisical, which they have in the past few games. They came out and just hit them hard from the start. They just came out and dominated. Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year. No questions asked. If you're not voting for Rudy Gobert, you're negligent. You are not watching. You are not knowledgeable about basketball, because he is just devastating, especially in the second half. Rudy Gobert was dominant in all aspects of the game. He would block shots at the rim. He was blocking shots in the perimeter. He was forcing guys into terrible shots, and he dissuades guys from taking the easiest shot in the game, which is a shot at the rim. He was just devastating, and tonight was a big reason. Like, you don't get blowouts of 30 points when you're not playing defense like that. When you're playing defense like this is how you get these big-time blowouts, and that's why the Jazz net rating is so good, is Rudy Gobert. He's just the best. He's just the best, and he's playing at a dominant level as we go into the playoffs. And that's why if you're the Rockets or the Warriors, you're pretty happy that the Jazz are in the 4th seed, because you don't want to face, especially if you're an injured Warriors team, you don't want to face the Jazz in the first round without Curry. I mean, that's scary because of how good Rudy Gobert has been. And I know the Jazz got swept by the Warriors last playoffs, but Rudy Gobert caused them problems in the paint. And the Jazz were starting Shelvin Mack in that series. Not anymore. It's Ricky Rubio, it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Dante Exum that you have to deal with now. That's a scary thing to have to face in the first round. But right now the Jazz are in the 4th seed, so we don't need to worry about the Warriors until the second round. Let's see. Bummer for Rubio and Jay. Yeah, that's frustrating. Let's just hope Rubio's okay, because Rubio was the reason we won last game. If Rubio doesn't play against the Lakers last game, that game would have been a lot different, because tonight the Clippers weren't hitting shots, and that game the Lakers were. They were making everything. Bill Hedrick, what do you think about a 55 to 60 win team next year if everyone stays healthy? Why not? I mean, they'd be a 50-win team this year, maybe. At least if Rudy wasn't injured the whole year and Dante Exum was doing what he's doing now from the beginning, because he's doing it now. Dante would have been doing this at the beginning of the year. You know, if Rudy was this healthy all year, I mean, yeah, 50 to 55 wins is what they'd have been. Johnny Proctor, Jonas Jerebko also stepped up in a major way. Jonas looked great tonight. It's sometimes Jonas on defense has like these lax moments, and then sometimes he just looks phenomenal offensively. Tonight he was fine defensively, but offensively he was great. And he does a lot of nice things. Like he doesn't just shoot threes, but he does shoot threes at a nice level, especially from the corner. But his ability to drive and make baskets is really nice. It's kind of an underrated aspect of his game. John Smith, I don't know if you heard Matt Harpring talking about it during the game, but if the Blazers lose one of their next 2 games and the Jazz win out, we will be in the 3 seed. Yeah, that's true. Guys, let's not say his name on this show. He's nice. Former Jazz man. Bless you, Matt Harpring. Blessings to you. Joe Rossi, I think one of the biggest things that helps a team be successful is when the players buy into a real system. Jazz have done a good job building sets. Yes, the Jazz system is elite. Like, sometimes I'll be watching other teams and I'll just kind of think, like, it just doesn't seem quite as good. You've got a lot of isolation. You've got a lot of simple sets. The Jazz have a really nice system that has allowed a lot of players to just flourish. You know, you've got players like Jay Crowder, who's now looking like a great rotation player again. Jonas Jerebko looks like a great player most of the time. Donovan has been able to turn into a superstar. Rudy Gobert looks great and almost never looks out of place. He knows where he's to be. Derek Favors has turned great again because of his health. For one, his health, and two, he just has spots where he can play. Quinn Snyder's been able to turn a team that had spacing problems into a team that creates spacing with two bigs that are, for the most part, centers. And Quinn Snyder has created spacing. He's a genius. He's a mad scientist. He's a crazy person who somehow figured all these things out. Adam Ray King, the rest of the West should be scared to death of us. Yes, they should. I mean, the Rockets scare me. I have nightmares about the Rockets at night. Sometimes I just wake up and... But the Warriors should be afraid of the Jazz. They really should. With Steph Curry out and them, they're like 5-6 in their last 11 games. The Warriors are. You know, the Jazz are 7-3, 8-2, something like that. So absolutely, you're right. Matt Christensen looks like those 3-hour practice. How about them 3-hour practices, Trey Lyles? You know what? I think 3-hour practices are helping the Jazz be better. Maybe, you know, maybe you could take a shot during the 3-hour practices. And you know what? Maybe when you're not in practice, you can stop eating the donuts. Got to get my donuts. Anyways, let's hope that Ricky Rubio is okay, because Ricky Rubio has been fantastic. He's been incredible this year. His ability to go from... He was struggling at the beginning of the year, and I know there's a lot of Rubio fans that watch this, and I love you guys. You're amazing. But when at the beginning of the year, he started off hot those first 5 games, and then there was a long stretch where it was rough. And so Ricky Rubio's ability to fight through that, to get better learning the system, but also work on his shooting and his scoring. He's shooting a career-high 3-point percentage. 35%. It's the best of his career. That's Ricky Rubio putting in the work. It's the Jazz coaching staff helping him get there and giving him the confidence to do it. But shout out to Ricky Rubio, who has worked so hard to get there. One final thing. How about that Dante Exum block on Boban? Holy smokes, he murdered him. He's a giant. And he came up and he destroyed him. The Boban, who is a Goliath, Dante Exum rises like David, puts his stone through the Boban's forehead, and he collapsed to the ground dead because of Dante, who's amazing. I hope we're all converted now to Dante. I hope we're all converted to Dante. Peace be unto all of you who did not like Dante. Peace unto all of you. We all can be Dante fans now. All of us. Dante Maxim. Not Dante Exum. Dante gave him the Maxim. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Bill Hedrick. I like this hoodie. Especially on nights where we win by 30 points. The NBA needs to put Quinn Snyder's name on the Coach of the Year award right now. It'll probably go to Coach Stevens, but Quinn deserves recognition for sure. Losing your best player for most of the year and half of it being hobbled, and then Rudy's ability to come back, losing your he was going to be your future point guard of the Jazz, but then he was hurt for the entire year, comes back, and Quinn's seamlessly put Dante Exum into this system. Incredible. Lost our best player last year on offense. Lost our best offensive player. He wasn't our best player. That was Rudy. But our offense was based off of a certain Gorblon game blurb. And he I don't know. Can we just call him Voldemort? Let's just call him Voldemort. Anyways, I lost track. I was like, did I say something wrong there? But anyways, we lost Gordon Hayward, and the Jazz are now a playoff team and going to go to the playoffs and win a lot of games, and they're going to upset people. It's amazing. It's incredibly amazing. And so, I don't know. Quinn Snyder should be is a top 5 coach in the NBA. Anyone else? And if you don't think otherwise, I mean, I don't know how you could think otherwise. He's incredible. He's taking these players, putting them in situations to win. Rookie, leading scorer, all of it. Incredible. Incredible. And they're going to go to the playoffs. 4 seed. I mean, we're all fans and bias. I did not expect that. If any of you expected that, kudos to you, but I just did not see this coming. I knew that Donovan would be good. I did not know he would be, future superstar MVP level good at some point in his career. It's incredible. Execs of the year. Yes, absolutely. Overcoming a player that lied to you in the offseason, sold his house in May, then told you he'd made a decision in July. That's exec of the year stuff. getting all these players, losing Thabo Cephalosha, who was playing incredible for the Jazz, out for the year. Like, Thabo had one of the best plus minuses on the team, real plus minus, and they lost him, and they found a way. Incredible. Incredible, incredible, incredible. All right, guys, make sure and like and subscribe this video, making sure and like and share and follow Facebook and Instagram and Twitter of SLC Dunk. Make sure that if you want, you can follow me at Hanson James. Make sure also to go to slcdunk.com. Read all the things. Right now we're on Facebook. You can watch this in other places. I sure appreciate you guys. Anyways, talk to you later.